Hi, and welcome to Best in Tesla. So Tesla is finally producing the semi-truck we have been waiting for 5 years. But I don't think many people really get the implication of this truck, and also seem to have forgotten some of the things Tesla actually revealed back in 2017, as no one is really talking about it. And at the same time, we have found out that it is actually much better than we thought. And if you think Tesla's electric cars are dominating in the US EV market, well, you have seen nothing yet. Tesla could become the biggest in the US trucking industry in only a couple of years, as they have also designed the truck with production in mind, which no one else has. This truck will become a hardcore smackdown to any other truck on the market, no matter propulsion. So let's check it all out and let's dive right in. So Tesla's semi-truck is in production and will start deliveries to Pepsi by the 1st of December, and the truck seems to be even better than we thought. Tesla said 500 miles fully loaded at highway speed, and most of us has probably thought that meant that Tesla was relying on the 4680 cells for the semi-truck to work and have those specs. But that seems to not be the case. Tesla will start making it with their 2170 cell, and it will still have 500 miles of range fully loaded at highway speeds. And people seem to not get this, but as Elon also said at the earnings call, there will be no sacrifice to cargo capacity. As so many people have been saying, it will hardly be able to do any cargo because it's going to be too heavy. Well, in less than 1 month, people will get to see Pepsi driving around with their Tesla semi-truck with no sacrifice to cargo capacity and still have 500 miles of range. But we also have to remember the truck will do much better, because 500 miles of range is highway speed, but fully loaded as well, so 80,000 pounds. But 85% of trucks are never loaded to full capacity in their lifetime. 85% in their lifetime. So the truck will be able to drive a lot longer for Pepsi than the 500 miles, as they will probably never fill it up to max capacity of 80,000 pounds. And this is with the old batteries. So this will be even better later this decade, as they will get the 4680 cells at some point and just make a big dump all over the hydrogen trucks that so far only have a range about 300 miles. But I did make a whole video about the hydrogen, so if you want to learn more, you should check that one out. I really think many were surprised by the fact that Tesla said they are aiming for 50,000 units being produced in 2024, because that is a big ramp. It might seem like a small number when we compare it to the Tesla Model Y that will be producing close to 150,000 units here in 2022. The semi-truck will only do 50,000. So this might not sound like a lot, but it is. As Tesla Rathi pointed out in this article about it, they showed this chart showing the Class 8 truck industry in the US. And as you can see, if Tesla will produce about 50,000 units, they will probably sit at something like 25% of the semi-truck industry in the US and become closer to Freightliner in size. That is by far the biggest in the US, but will probably shrink in size as Tesla will eat into their market with a more affordable semi-truck that will pay itself off in 2 to 3 years, and of course add about $10 billion in revenue to Tesla already in 2024. So compared to the trucking industry, it suddenly sounds like a lot. But we have to remember Tesla always designs their product with production in mind. So, with all they have learned, I am not surprised that Tesla have, of course, thought about having designed the truck so it's easy and fast to produce, taking the first principle approach. How do we build a semi-truck in the best way and not make a truck like the old guys do? Because the old legacy automakers are still building them pretty much station by station. Their semi-truck are pretty much hand-built. But we also know Tesla is better at manufacturing than the old guys are now. As someone like Volkswagen has said, their production line are only like 10% automated, where Tesla is 70% automated. So no wonder Tesla can produce the Model 3 three times faster than Volkswagen can produce the ID.3. So again, Tesla with their semi-truck will be able to produce them a lot faster and cheaper than anyone else. And another advantage Tesla has when they will start delivering this truck to other countries is that in the semi-truck you sit in the middle of the cockpit, so you will have a much better view around the truck and be in a much safer position. But Tesla don't need to build two different versions of it, one for the left-hand drive countries and one for the right-hand drive countries. They can just build one and just ramping up production of this one truck and export it around the world, because this truck will be a bargain. The other electric semi-truck that has already come out is way more expensive than the Tesla semi-truck, ranging from $300,000 to $500,000. So Tesla will probably raise their prices, as materials have also gone up quite a bit over the last 5 years since they revealed the semi-truck. But it will be a far better truck, but far cheaper than anyone else. They are going to be the one semi-truck companies are going to want. But right now, it will start with only the US. And it makes a lot of sense for Tesla to do that and focus on that market right now, as the EV incentives for the semi-truck in the US is just mad. In the state of New York, you will get a $185,000 incentive. Makes sense if the electric semi-truck costs $400,000 and $500,000. But Tesla's highest price was $180,000. So we will see what the new price will be, because the incentive is just so big. In California, you will get $120,000 in incentive, and the federal one, of course, through IRA, is $40,000. So no matter where your company is located, you will get a big discount on your Tesla semi-truck. No one will want to buy a diesel truck anymore. Their demand will collapse. They will just all wait until they can get their hands on a Tesla semi-truck. But it gets even better for Tesla, because when Tesla ramps up the 4680 cell production in the US, Tesla will get money for making batteries in the US as well. So there are just so many big incentives that will make the Tesla semi-truck a very good business for Tesla in the US. And there are a lot of electric trucks out there, but no one will be able to match Tesla's performance. They won't even be close. They can't match the price either, making the Tesla semi-truck an absolutely no-brainer for any businesses that is looking for a long-haul truck. No other truck, no matter propulsion, will come close to its safety, its specs, its true cost of ownership and convenience. This will be a hardcore smackdown to any other propulsion trucks. But Tesla has much more than just the truck as a big advantage. Why most companies are going to want a Tesla semi-truck over the competition. As Shell Recharge CEO Andreas Lips has said about EV versus ICE, I believe the biggest change is convenience. Totally agree here. As he continues, as we know today, electric car is actually a total underutilized asset. It stands still quite a lot. Charging convenience means that you can charge the vehicle when the car is parked. It could be at your home if you have the luxury of your own driveway, in the parking garage, or when you're on your way to shopping, the gym, or the cinema. I expect the charging will happen where it's most convenient for the customers and businesses. In the fleet environment, environment. For example, charging will happen when the trucks are being loaded and unloaded, and that drive for convenience will drive the future of e-mobility. I think the exciting thing at the moment is energy management. With EVs penetration in the single digits, energy management is not as critical. But if we imagine a world where 20, 40 or 80% of the vehicles are electric, you start to see the need for energy management. You want clean energy, but you have to distribute it through the grid. In many countries, the grid is not ready for electric vehicle charging at scale. Software can play a critical role to make sure that you balance the grid, avoid demand charges, and reduce the need to over-engineer the grid itself. We are investing a significant amount into energy management system, so that is certainly an area that excites me at the moment. Yes, Tesla is again leading in this, as well as they already have the software for this with the Autobidder. They already have the battery storage system with the huge Mega Pack, and Tesla already have the Mega Chargers as well that they will build out together with the companies that want their semi-truck. So Tesla don't need to put up Mega Chargers all over the country to begin with. They can just start with Pepsi's common routes, and of course at location charging at Pepsi's factories to charge the truck while it's being unloaded and offloaded. So Tesla has the truck, the chargers, the energy storage, the management system, the batteries, the production speed. That makes Tesla semi-truck the ultimate truck to get. The competition will not even be close. They will be even further away in the Class A truck than Tesla is in the electric car race. And when Pepsi sees how well this truck works and can see no one else can offer what Tesla does, well, Pepsi has a lot more trucks than just these 100 semi-trucks that they have ordered from Tesla. They have a fleet of about 100,000 semis on the road today. So if the truck is living up to its expectation, I can only see Pepsi wanting to order the last 99,900 semi-trucks from Tesla. So the demand for this truck will be off the charts, and the total market value of the semi-truck market in 2021 was $205 billion, and is expected to hit $300 billion in 2026. So Tesla could just keep ramping up production as they get access to more and more batteries, including their 4680 cells. As Elon also said at the earnings call, they are tentatively aiming for 50,000 in production. But that is just the beginning, as they also said they will obviously expand beyond North America. Yes, maybe get to even 20% of the global semi-truck market as well, and earn Tesla something like $60 billion a year. But this will of course also be good for our air, as trucks might only be about 1.1% of the US vehicle fleet, but stands for about 18% of the vehicle emission, and is also big noise polluters as well. It's going to be so nice to just have quiet, big semi-trucks driving around. But Tesla is also going to have the ultimate mode of them all. If Tesla will solve full self-driving and have got some approval for it by 2024, these 50,000 semi-trucks could be full self-driving semi-trucks. But even if that's not the case, and we have to wait a year or two to get the approval for the full self-driving, well, remember what Elon said at the reveal back in 2017.
The convoy technology, the tracking technology, this is something that we are confident we can do today 10 times safer than a human driver. Now, if you look at the economics of a truck convoy, it gets way better. Now, a diesel truck is twice as expensive as a Tesla Semi. This beats rail.
Yes, maybe most people have forgotten that Tesla semi-truck in a convoy beats rail on cost. So that fact alone will probably boost the sale of the semi-truck to highs we have not seen before for a truck. And Tesla said in 2017 that they had the software to do the convoy at that point, where it's just one driver and then 2 trucks following. So maybe we could see this being rolled out as well. But I'm not quite sure, as we seem to be very close to solving full self-driving already today. So it probably won't make sense to spend a lot lot of time or money on developing the convoy system if they don't already have it, if full self-driving is just around the corner. And the Tesla Semi is a no-brainer to buy even without these features. And no matter if Tesla solve it in 2023 or 2024 or 2026, well, all the Tesla semi-trucks will be able to do an over-the-air update and become full self-driving trucks overnight, saving someone like Pepsi about $70,000 per year per truck by getting rid of the driver. That would be about $7 billion in savings for Pepsi a year. And now the truck can pretty much drive 24/7, as it will probably just charge when unloading and offloading. So if you buy any other truck, this will not be the case that it suddenly becomes a full self-driving truck, just an electric truck. But buy a Tesla semi-truck, you will be able to at some point to save every truck driver as well. Yes, no one really stands a chance against the Tesla semi-truck. It beats them on all counts, from production speed, cost, range, charging, energy, software, convenience. All the other trucks from Volvo, Scania, BYD, Mercedes and so on all just look like old ICE cars, sitting in the side with a cluster of third-party devices, where your Tesla has everything on your two big screens. Tesla will, in my opinion, become the biggest truck manufacturer in the world by the end of this decade. The product is simply just that good.
And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.